toothy barracuda. I made this in 2017. I'm gonna make a barracuda swim bait loop. It's not a very big barracuda. All right, I went ahead and cut it out with the top and the bottom fins. Yeah, I already love it. I'm gonna atomize some wood real quick on the belt sander. So, got some meat removed off this. I actually think that I can split these pectoral fins, split them and still get that lead cavity in there. I'm gonna go ahead and buzz down all these fins real quick with the Dremel. Okay, so I've got these fins taken down. I'm gonna go ahead and zip these pectorals in half. I'm gonna take this little eater bit. It's a little, just chews up wood. I'm gonna chew that out, put a lead pocket in it. Even better, this Forstner bit fits in between the fins, so it's 1/4 inch. Awesome. That improves a lot of room for error. It's going to make it a lot easier to make this lead cavity. All right, this is going to be somewhat of a boxy bait. I can't take a whole lot of meat off these sides, so just gonna do a little bit. I'll round it out best I can with some sandpaper here and a little boxy barracuda. There's some decent detail I got drawn in, so I just have to carve it out. Okay, since I've got that side done, I'm gonna go ahead and do that side, and then I'm gonna also wood burn as well. So I'm gonna do all the little structures and the fins and whatnot. I thought I hit record when I added this bit of detail to this top dorsal fin, and I did not. So let me show you what I did real quick. Nothing crazy special. The way I did that is I just took a piece of sandpaper, a little piece of 400 grit, folded it so it's got a nice little, curve in it, and then I just did like a sawing motion. This took like 10 minutes. You just sit there in one spot and go back and forth until it starts digging in. There it is. Look at all the little fine lines. I'm gonna go ahead and send a hole through the bottom of this bait, right where the X is, kind of where his anus would be. So I'm gonna... Same bit I used before, this 1/4 inch Forstner bit. Just gonna zip a hole. And while we're here, I'm gonna go ahead and cut it in half. So the next step is going to come with a Dremel bit. This is a little sander bit. And I'm going to sand a slot for wooden dowel to slide into the body. And that's going to be my connection. So I'm going to try and hide as much as I can. Here are my 2 pieces. I've got a piece of wooden dowel. This is 1/2 inch. Gonna glue it. There's monsters on the roof. Pretty sure they're trying to make a nest. Like right there. They've never jumped up on the shed before. It's pretty loud. All right, I believe I have it. Or these are gonna slide in there. This will be in the rear. And we'll slide in between. Focus. And that will create my hinge. I'm gonna take just a little bit of glue. Don't need a whole lot. Just gonna let this dry for like 6 hours or so. I'm gonna go ahead and dip these in polyurethane now, get them sealed up, and then let it tomorrow. These little baits are looking thirsty. The parts. Oh yeah. Just let that drip dry for a bit. Quenching the thirst. So I just put this first tooth in, and all I really did was jam it into the wood. This is so tedious. I don't like working with small things. Check them out. Pretty toothy. Developed a pretty good technique for putting these in. Got all these old rusty shotgun shells. Don't do this at home. This isn't safe. I don't think. I'm pretty sure that's what I'm supposed to say. Are perfect for filling the inside of this bait. All I'm gonna do, dump them inside, just like that. Back here. And then I'm just gonna pour super glue in there and let all that harden up. Super glue's in there, just gonna give it some time to set up. So last night I got impatient, decided I wanted to make sure this thing would float or sink the way it needed to sink, and it did not. So I had to drill out pretty much all those little shotgun bellets that I poured in there and super glued in. Because when I put a hook on this, it just nosedives straight to the bottom like a 5-ounce weight. The tail section didn't sink at all, so I had to load it up full of weight. I got weight here and here, and I just put some super glue and sprinkles of baking soda on it. So to fill in the body of this bait, that big void that I created, Bondo's pretty easy to use. Stings a little bit, but all right. There is the lure. There's what we're gonna try and make it. So let's get started. There it is, the little cuda. Just got to glue an eyeball on it, but it's got a lot of colors. Simple as that. They're hanging up and drying. All right, got this together. I'm just trying to loosen the joint. It's sticking a little bit, but keep playing with it. Just keep flicking it. Eventually it'll wear out, but it keeps getting hung up on one side. But it shouldn't. I keep saying but. It shouldn't keep hanging up. I mean, it should only go so far, but this might look crazy, but I ended up just tying a treble hook straight, straight to the leader line, ran the leader through the eye screw, and that little band is holding the hook to the body, so it'll probably break away pretty simply, I guess. Gonna test out the cuda, see how it swims. It's very windy today. It is blowing hard east. I just want to show you how it runs in this video, so I don't keep you waiting. Check it out real quick. All right, here we go. Gonna see how it runs. It's got real good action. Just kind of popping it back and forth. That's just a little flick of the wrist. You kind of see how it runs right there. When you stop, it does a nice turn. Looks real good. I like it. Oh yeah. It's got some good action. I'm not crazy about this hook setup here. I don't know if this will work. The only way to find out is to see if fish hits it, but a little band is holding that hook tight to the body. I'm throwing it a couple times now and it's holding well. All right, there you go. That's how it runs. It runs pretty nice. I really like the action on it, so I'm excited to get to use it here soon. That'll be second video. I'm gonna try and break up the videos, so you know, one's a build, one's fishing with the lure. That way they're not so long. Anyways, hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one.